So let's talk about the expansion first, because I think that would be of particular interest and concern to our listeners north and south of the center of the city. Is that on hold? And if it is, what would bring it back on the table?
John, it's not so much on hold as just our original estimate that we would be starting work by 2024 doesn't look that realistic anymore. What has happened, obviously, with COVID is a lot of decision-making in government, I think, has slowed down, and attention has been paid much more to immediate COVID responses. And infrastructure like ours, I think, has taken a little bit of a backseat. But it's not all bad news. We're greatly encouraged by the presidency and infrastructure South Africa attention that infrastructure is getting. So I would say that probably we're experiencing a year's delay on our initial time estimates.
One of the things that would also, I'm sure, have come into the mix is the fact that government is absolutely stretched for money in ways that we could never have imagined, even with our economic difficulties pre-COVID. What proportion of Gauteng's operating costs are paid for by passengers, by turnover?
John, it's actually a very good ratio, and we're benchmarking well when you look across the world at all other systems. But I have to say, I'm going to talk pre-COVID.
Yes, no, that's what I'm asking.
Yes, that was the time when our trains were full. We actually covered around 90% of operating costs with the fares that passengers were paying. So the perception that people driving on the Gautrain were unfairly subsidized wasn't true. And where government was coming to the party was in terms of covering the capital costs for building the Gautrain in the first place.
News.
Experts.
Analysis.
Where things stand.
What you need to know. Drive home with John Perlman
On 702.